Hello, everyone. This is kind of like a thing I've been wanting to do for a while, and just kind of do like a state of the shop sort of video. In the background here, we've got some B-roll from Red Light Media LLC from my good friend Steven. Thank you, by the way, for just coming over and getting some good B-roll. Have a good time. He was a pleasure to work with, and this is not Steven's work. This is just some random B-roll that I went out to the shop to shoot, and yeah, just kind of showing off a new tool I got. This is the 12-inch Metabo HPT sledding miter saw. The thing is a beast, and I don't know if I show it really good at the beginning of the video here, but we also ended up with a ultimate cutoff 12-inch 96 tooth saw blade from Freud to put on this thing. It was a joy to set up, honestly. It's a beast. It's definitely one of the nicest tools I own. You saw back there, it's going over some of the controls of the laser there. The laser on this tool is actually useful, especially for doing cutoff operations. Here, as you can see, I'm just kind of trimming the edge of this board here. I'm not going to do anything with it just yet. It's just B-roll shot. But nice, smooth sliding action, and this saw blade is killer. As you can see, it just glides right through the butter nut like it's not even there. And this saw also has an electronic brake, which is really awesome. As you can see here, we got a little bit of flakes in the bottom here, but that's because I haven't set my throat plate correctly. But it's glass smooth, as you can see, even with this crappy camera. And this next shot here is just going to be me cleaning the scroll saw. Definitely want to make a review video of that. I think that might be the next thing I do. But as far as the shop goes, things have been kind of rough, honestly. Other than some initial success with the Elmore project, we really haven't had any big orders come through. We've had lots of people kind of fishing around for prices and just looking and seeing, what I can do at what price point. And when they realize that, this is a business and I have to make money, they don't really go for the deal as it sits, I guess. A lot of people don't realize I'm not just some guy in a garage. This is what I do for a living. And this post-Christmas rush, it was nice, but now you've just got a bunch of equipment sitting around. So I've been looking at getting a website up. I've got the money to do it. I've got the resources to do it. I don't really have any excuse not to. It's just something I haven't done yet. But the first thing we'll be selling, we're going to be doing some pre-orders for a wooden knife block. I'm going to make a prototype to show you guys. That'll be coming this week, I think. I have some rare earth element magnets sitting in the mailbox right now that are going to be for that. And I've been thinking about materials for it. Excuse the cuckoo clock in the background. It's a handmade German cuckoo clock, by the way. But anyways, I've been thinking about materials for this knife block, and I think we're probably going to go with some variation of walnut, cherry, and either maple or linden, which is otherwise known as basswood, I believe. And it's basically going to hold 7 knives. And I'll probably make 2 of them. I have enough magnets to make 2. Here's another shot of that awesome hammer drill, by the way. And also up my storage game a little bit. Ignore my phone going off. I upped the storage game a little bit, and here you see me wrapping up the cords. I have a couple of these floating around, these Velcro straps. They come in real handy. They're really nice for keeping corded tools tamed and not just all over the place. And I've come to store most of my corded tools inside some variation of this Plano box here. I think this is like a 22 or a 20-inch, and this is what I keep all my drill driver stuff in. As you can see, we got a Bosch Impact Tough set here. It's got drill bits in it and driver bits, and recently bought this Cobalt set, which is not really in frame, but it's their 21 piece. It comes with doubles of every common size, and here's the Speed Demon self-feed paddle bit. And I've also got a 3/8 inch Metabo HBT drill in there, and the German Metabo sits on top of it. And the only thing I have to do is I have to loosen up the handle and make it go vertical to make it fit in the box. But other than that, this solution works really well here. And I couldn't be happier. It keeps all the dust out of my tools from when dustier stationary tools like the miter saw or the table saw or the router are doing their thing. And I got a couple things up here, but if you guys want me to, I'll go over how I store my tools in another video. And here we have my current project. This is going on a steel wireframe magazine rack. This is butternut. That's had the Ohio State quilt star engraved on it. And here's how I plan on attaching them. Not the most elegant solution, but it does work. The idea is the groove in the center of these will be what the wire from the rack sits in, and I'll just screw them to the bottom of these two butternut slabs. And here's my other Shop Fox tool. This is a combination sander. It's got a 6-inch disc there. It's model 1855, and the belt is a 4x36. And here's just another glamour shot of the clamps. I can't explain to you guys how good it felt to finally go out and buy all these and ditch all my Harbor Freight clamps. These things are amazing. If you're hesitating on spending money on expensive Bessie clamps, don't worry about it. They're worth it, man. And here I'm just showing off all my Swanson tools. It's become an addiction lately. Swanson just makes good stuff. Here we got the yardstick and the 48-inch straight edge. Probably one of the most underrated tape measures. And I finally got myself a framing square. I've also finally ditched all the non-Diablo saws, so every rotary saw in the shop now has Diablo blades on it. Here I've got the 24, 40, and 60 tooth, and here I am showing off the Freud 96 tooth. It's a thin kerf ultimate cutoff. This saw doesn't need a thin kerf blade, but I figured why not. It is a 96 tooth, so hopefully it'll prevent some burning in the future. Here's the 24 tooth heavy duty rip on the table saw. This thing's holding up well. And here's the other Plano box I grabbed. This is their 26-inch grab and go. Holds all of my scroll saw blades, all the die grinder attachments for the scroll saw, all the oscillating multi-tool blades. Here's some Olsen scroll saw blades that I still have for some reason. I actually like these Bosch ones way better. I think the scroll saw blades from Olsen are kind of junk. And maybe I'll make a video in the future explaining why. But here you can see the three main types that I run. And underneath all this stuff is all of my OMT blades. So we got the one that came with it, we got a flexible scraping blade, hidden in there's the rigid scraping blade, got a couple metal carbide blades, some general purpose carbide blades in there, and there's the OMT with the die grinder for the scroll saw and two different grades of detail sanding paper. But yeah, just to summarize, it's been kind of tough. So we're just gonna have to buckle down and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry if it's kind of a weird video. But yeah, it's just kind of wanted to explain what's going on here and show off some of the tools I've gotten lately. With my success with the Elmar project. It was a good project. Definitely turned out well, customers happy. But now we got to look towards the future and see what else that holds. Definitely a website. Hopefully some more larger contracts. I'm looking at getting into volume contracts. So we'll see where that leads. But without any more yapping, I want to wish you guys a merry whatever your day you're watching this on. And thanks for watching. Bye.